Hello and welcome to my second channel, Michelle McDaniel After Dark. We have a little special guest here. He is very obsessed with his collagen and he doesn't want any of the other dogs to take it from him. It's very precious to him, so he's refusing to let it go. No matter where I put him, he will keep this in his mouth, but I will put him down here. Welcome back to the channel. So I started a TikTok fashion type makeup channel on TikTok, and as I put on this very bright orange sweater, a vision, like that's a raven, came upon me. And I was like, oh my gosh, the man in the orange beanie. I forgot all about this man. So I figured, since I did my makeup like the sun, and I have the darkness of the night on my lips, and this bright orange sweater that reminded me of this weird man, I should tell you guys about the story of the man in the orange beanie. So hi, hello, here I am. If you are new, this is my new series where I tell you about a story of a man that approached me, tried to hit on me or get my number, and I tell you exactly what he did wrong. Are you gonna sit down, Ruby? And we critique it heavily from a woman's point of view, because then if a man is watching who wants to approach a woman, maybe he'll hear the story and say, huh, I didn't think of it that way. Maybe I'll try this. I am personally trying to help you, give you my point of view, because if I was a man, that's probably what I would want to hear, rather than the men with the microphones who are saying that they're trying to help you get a woman, but they're really just telling you to tell her to make a sandwich. And that's why there's a lonely male epidemic, because women are not putting up with that shit. Women need to work. Many women do not have time for a man that can't put some deli meat, cheese, mayonnaise, and slap two bread slices together. And I think some men are just a little bit socially awkward. Now, in my first episode of this, we were very, very nice in our critiques. We were nice to the man because he was very nice, and he did great with the rejection. He was just a nice guy. If I saw him out in public, I would be like, hey man, you were pretty cool. But this man, he was not cool. This critique will be heavy, painful, and it's gonna piss a lot of the women off, and I hope it will make another man who is like this maybe think, maybe just don't do that, but I have a feeling if you do this, you're just a horrible person and you don't give a fuck. So without further ado, let's talk about the man in the orange hat. Wait, the man in the orange beanie. That's what it was, to give you a visual look. Okay, so it was my sister-in-law's bachelorette party and she invited me to go to this, and something you have to know about me is I'm not very much of a party girl. I'm also not much of a super big groupie type girl. I like, you know, one person or maybe two people to hang out with so we can have a very intimate time and just focus on two people. When you have too many people, for me, it's just too much. But it was my sister-in-law's bachelorette party. This day, Michelle is going to do this for her. This is her day, make her feel special, no complaining at all. And I'm gonna be nice, cool, calm, and collected Michelle. The one that you guys probably think that I am, but I'm actually a huge ball of mess.
Okay, I'm not actually laid back. I'm stressed like 24/7.
So she said that the very first thing that we're gonna do is go to this very nice resort and just hang out by the pool and soak in the hot tub. Something else you need to know about me. I'm not much of a soak in a boiling pot of germs type girl. But once again, cool, calm, collected, and I had a really good time. The resort was really nice, and I think I really liked it because it was child-free zone. There was no kids pooping, peeing, screaming, or running in this area. It was beautiful. It was amazing. The food was really good. It wasn't too hot. We got lucky that day. And the girls were very nice. Everybody was super sweet. I had a great time conversing with all of the different people that I didn't know. And something that was really cool is I noticed that there was if you follow me on Instagram, I posted this a while ago, there was well, you guys called her, a buff Amy Schumer with a hawk on her arm. So I went up to buff Amy Schumer and said, what is all of this? Is it just to look cool? Because, I mean, you did it, girl. But she said, this is why there's no birds over here, because she's got the hawk on her forehead. Oh, Butter, Rigby, I'm so sorry I hit him. I tapped him on his tiny little head. He's okay. He's fine. He's okay. He still has it in his mouth. He's good, he's happy, okay. And all she had to do was lift that hawk up and you see the birds fly sprinting away. So that was amazing, that was fun. There were no kids, nothing like that. All the girls were very sweet. We all had really great conversations. We were telling jokes, we were eating French fries, chicken wings, things like that, very good food. This was an all-nighter type bachelorette party. And I know I said that I was going to be cool, calm, collected, and down for anything, but something that I just do not like is, one, big groups. And I also do not like big sleepovers where I sleep in the same room and or bed as all the other girlies. I like my own space. I find a lot of women get cold very easily, and they said keep the air on a 74. I need like a crisp 68. and nobody in the same room as me. So I wasn't sleeping over, but I did want to go over to the Airbnb and just hang out even more, and that's what we were gonna do. So we went there, it was great. We all showered, not together, you little perverted people, and changed out of our bikini type clothes into our nighttime clothes. And these were not pajamas. They were to go out of the Airbnb into the public at night. And you know, the freaks come out at night, okay? I'm not a nighter. I don't go out at night. So I wore something pretty much close to this, except a tank top. Because for some reason, in the house, I can wear long sleeves. Outside of the house, talking to people and just being around people, for some reason, I just start sweating. The girls, the muscles, they all just need to breathe. So future wifey, my sister-in-law, said that she wants to just go to this bar. They play live music. She loves like the nightlife type of girl. And so we all get ready, and I was actually having a really good time. I love live music. We were having a wonderful night. Well, you know how you have that feeling of just someone staring at you? Well, I felt this just pain coming from this side, and I turn over and there's just a line of foreign men just staring at us with these very, very big smiles. And then at the end of that line was a man in an orange beanie sitting at the bar. Well, first the song comes on and the foreign men love it. They're all dancing with each other, they're doing their things, and you guys are probably like, how do you know they're foreign men? They were just very loud, they had accents, and they came up to us and they said that they were foreign men. So anyway, the song comes on and you can see the group of foreign guys dancing with each other, and some guy just starts dancing over to us. So understand how the table was. There was half the table was me, this other girl she's single, and then this other girl that I'm really close with, and she's in a relationship. And all three of us just don't have time for, like, we are not interested in meeting this dancing man coming to the table. And then on the other side is my sister-in-law, and then these other girls that were very, very sweet, and they're fine with conversing with this man. And you could really feel the heat. Like, this side of the table was like the nice side. This side of the table, we all just looked like this. I was not happy, and you're probably saying, but he just was just dancing. He just wants to dance. He grabbed one of the girls way too, like, it was just too much. I need you to ask me. I need you to just calm down and just be a normal person. If you're just some random man at a bar, some guy coming up to me dancing at a bar, I'm not, it's not for me. But this is not focused on the foreign men dancing to our table. This is focused on the man in the orange beanie. And the whole time while the foreign men picked off each girl and tried to get us to dance and failed, I could just feel that orange man with the beanie just staring in our direction from across the bar, burning into our bodies with his piercing little eyes. So I was wondering, who the hell is he gonna talk to? Who caught this man's eye that he's just sitting there drinking and literally not breaking eye contact? So then the food comes out and everything, everybody's eating. I wanted to go to the bathroom before I start eating my burger. And I go to the bathroom and then I come back and the whole table goes like this. Michelle, get over here now. And I'm just like, oh God, what happened? And they're like, man over there in the corner, that guy. And I'm like, the man in the orange beanie, is it him? And they're like, yeah, he came over and he is obsessed with you. And I'm like, wonderful, I am the lucky girl. The man in the orange beanie likes me. So a little critique here, if you're just staring at someone, not breaking eye contact, most likely they know that you're staring and they think you're very weird. I personally think if you're just like this, like I'm performing some solo woman football game, there is no way me sitting there is that entertaining. There are TVs all over this bar. You don't need to look at me. There's so many things that you can look at. Looking is not a crime, but in the case of Michelle as a judge, I find it odd. And if you come up and talk to me, then I probably find that you are odd. And that's not a good first impression that you want to give off if you're trying to fuck some chick at a bar or make a lasting relationship. I don't know, whatever you're doing. So anyway, I drink a lot of water. So I have to go to the bathroom like multiple times, and every single time I would get up to go to the bathroom, he would come on over, start asking them for my number, asking them for my name, asking everything about me, just asking until eventually my sister-in-law said, dude, she is with my brother. And you know what this man says? He first of all leans in, and she's nice. I don't need to tell you what I would have done. So he leans into her and says, if she didn't have anybody, I would never stop. That's what's making you stop? They literally told him, I'm not interested. I'm not. I told them absolutely not. Obviously, what am I gonna say in front of Garrett's sister? Oh yes, I'm totally into this older man. He had to be 55. That's sitting at the bar with an orange beanie by himself. Yes, please tell him to talk to me. Anyway, I was not interested. So you know how he said, oh, I would never stop if she had a boyfriend. He didn't stop. Then for some reason, after they told him that I am one, not interested, and I am with someone, for some reason, that made him even more excited. He loved it and decided to come up to me. I could feel, you know how you just feel feel someone. You just feel that aura coming closer and closer and closer. And I like to eat my food in peace. I don't want to talk to some random man with an orange beanie. Get away from me. Don't talk to me. I don't like it. I like to just savor my food. I like to like my food and eat with people that I know. So I could feel this man coming up, and he still doesn't come up to me. He goes up to Garrett's sister first. And I can't remember what the hell he said, but she's just like, she doesn't say anything. And so he just comes, she's here, he comes this way and goes in between me, and he starts leaning into me. I was like, get up. My mouth is full of burger, and I think I spit some cow up on him while I was yelling. And obviously I said, get away from me. He's not scared. He was just like, that makes me want her even more. To the whole table, and all of us, with a look of disgust on our face, watches this man go back to the bar and stare at us. I don't think I have to explain what he did wrong, but I guess I will. If the whole group is telling you, one, if you're making eye contact with a girl or a woman, I hope it's not a girl, nasty. If you're making eye contact, because you made eye contact a few times and I looked like this. If that's what the woman that you're interested in looks like at you, she's probably not interested, and you can bet 99% of the time, if you go up to her, you are going to strike out. But if you then go up to the same woman's friends and they tell you she's not interested, she doesn't want to give you her number, and she's also dating my brother, that's probably a clear example of probably shouldn't approach this woman, because you are going to once again strike out. And lastly, if she says, please leave me alone, that's not your cue to say, oh, that makes me want her even more. Even if it does, and it's really hard for you to not say it, you could just think it in your head and tell yourself, but I need to go away because I'm a fucking weirdo. And it's not over yet, because we were sitting there, our food was obviously done, he goes back to the corner and he's waiting. He was literally trying to wait until we all leave so that he can approach us outside in downtown San Diego while we walk to our car. Now, it didn't happen, but I know that he's one of those men that waits for you so he can follow you to your car and probably kill you and shove you in his freezer. So we were there for a while just waiting for him to leave and get the fuck. While he was leaving, he would stare at us, or me maybe, I don't know, I feel like it was me, but he stared at us as he went out. So even after he left, we waited a good about hour just so maybe he'll get bored out there. And this is a clear example as to why a lot of women just do not like when men come up, because it usually turns out to be very odd. If a woman says, like the other guy that approached me, I told him, no thank you, and what did he do? He didn't say, oh, that makes me want you even more in a parking lot. He was like, oh, okay, sorry, okay, bye-bye, thank you, thanks for talking to me, I'll see you in the gym, bye, you know? Not creepily trying to lean into me. What the fuck? This has happened so long ago, but it still really pisses me off. I will never forget the man in the orange beanie. I feel like his house needs to be searched. I feel like he committed some crimes that we don't know about, or maybe we do and they just kind of let him be out here. I don't know, but he gave a lot of vibes of, I'm going to get whatever woman I want, whether she says no, because I kind of like when they say no. It's part of the fantasy. It was so annoying. And so whenever I'm on TikTok and I see girls talk or complaining about a man that came up to them and something like that, if it's at a bar, a lot of men will say, oh, come on, you wouldn't dress like that, or you wouldn't go to these places if you didn't like it. You love it. What you think about when you're elderly and no one talks to you. Excuse you, sir. I will absolutely, when I'm 90 years old, think back to the man in the orange beanie and think, wow, thank God he doesn't talk to me anymore because he's dead. But you know what I mean. I will blissfully enjoy that a man that's like the man in the orange beanie won't be coming up to me. And just to piggyback off of that, because I have a lot of older clients and we talk about these things, they say, whenever I go out with them or we're just out in public, men hit on them. It doesn't matter how old you are, they just get hit on. If you are well taken care of, you take care of your skin, you take care of your body, you dress well, you take care of your hair, if you take care of yourself, some man is gonna come up to you in a bar or at a park or in the gym. Don't let these men on TikTok with the microphones gaslighting you thinking, oh, you're 45, you're ancient, and you're dead and nobody likes you anymore. My mom's 65. She was on the side of the road because her car broke down. Some man offered some help and she said, no, thank you. I have something on the way already. And he goes, okay, I'm just making sure that you're taken care of, but maybe we can go on a date sometime. My mom's face on the side of the road is like this. She was wearing probably a Geico t-shirt and some mom jeans. Nobody's going to miss the weirdo type men coming up to them. You can't miss what you can't like, and I did not like the man in the orange hat. If you're like him, maybe think about not being like him, because there was absolutely no woman that I saw that was interested in getting to know the man in the orange beanie. And that's the story. What did we learn today? If someone says, get away from me, just get away. And don't wait for them outside of a bar. That's weird.
You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drip, yeah, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and a giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Ooh, I've been on the flex since flex zone.